What's going on, guys? Zennosh here, and today in this video of Xross Chronicle, let's do a character review on Theo. So looking into his basic detail, we can see right over here that he's gonna be a human type, so he can already fight in the front line, and he's gonna be a power type. So more power he has, the more attack and more HP he's gonna get. So right up the bat, he's gonna be of the defense role. His distance is melee type, so obviously he can actually tank a lot of damage, right over there. And at his max evolved level, breakthrough, and potential reinforcement, his attack stat is gonna be like 10,920. Wow, hands down, one of the best, one of the highest attack stat. I think it's the highest. Okay, I really don't think like there's more than that one. Is there? That attack stat is so cool, super duper cool, guys. Wow, I mean, like, that's a lot of attack stat, guys. I mean, like, woo. How about like we look into like other character units, like let's say we can pretty much use Overload as our example, right? And let's try to do this. Let's try to do it. Yes, look at that. Oh, like 500 points more than Overload, guys. So that's our new unit. That's gonna be Theo, and he's only of like defense class. I mean, like, if you would have been like attack unit, that would have been so good, guys. Okay, and what about his other basic stats? That's gonna be his max HP. That's 30,982. That's superb for a defense type unit. I mean, like, you can actually tank a lot of damage with that HP. And his defense is gonna be 1105, which is pretty decent. And magic resistance 811. That is not really that good. So if you really want to counter Theo, please try to take some of the magic type units like Gonglim, Phoenix, and many more. Okay, so there we go. Like Hangsi, right? Yeah. Okay, so let's move on to the next unit. That's gonna be skill type. So right away it says basic attack. That's gonna be attack. He only like attacks one enemy at a time. So that's that, guys. Mace of Punishment. It's gonna be his main skill number 1, active. Physical damage. Pulls 4 nearby enemies to himself, and attacks with 33,964 attack. Wow, that's definitely a lot of damage attack, and being able to pull like 4 nearby enemies, that means like he's kind of focusing all those like opponents towards himself only. It's gonna be really good, especially if you are trying to protect your squishy ally members, like your attack type units or support type units. Okay, and if your opponents are pretty much like focusing on them, you can pretty much like just pull them near to you and just like divert their attention to yourself. So that's gonna be really great. Next one is gonna be the Divine Protection. It's one of the superior type defense skill in the entire game, guys. Why? Just let's look into this one. Main skill number 2, active skill. Receives HP damage on behalf of an ally with the lowest HP ratio and increases their defense by 2,552. Amazing, guys. Amazing. Isn't that great? I mean, like, you are actually going to just take the HP damage instead of that ally, okay? On the place of that ally. And you are just going to help him survive, especially for attack type units, for that entire 20 seconds. That's really great. And this skill cooldown has only 28 seconds of cooldown. That means like only 8 seconds of wait. Only 8 seconds of wait, and you are actually going to cast it again, which is super duper awesome, guys. I mean, like, if you have a squishy unit in your team, like let's say Inugami, I mean, like, he can actually really die really fast, right? And well, if his HP is below 50%, that means like he's actually going to perform really better, right? Let's say like Kraus, like those kind of units, right? And if you have like this kind of unit around, wow, I'm like, things are going to be really great. I mean, like, the survivability rate of your attack type units, your squishy type units, actually improve by a massive amount. And being able to receive that extra defense of 2,552, it's super duper awesome, okay? Which is very, very awesome. And also decreases the damage you receive from physical attacks by 100% for 20 seconds. That's superb. It pretty much nullifies any kind of like physical damage coming towards him for 20 seconds. And there will only be a opening of 8 seconds, okay? This is so great. Definitely a worth pulling unit, guys. Just because of this Divine Protection, he's already in the S tier. That's how good it is, okay? And just think, if you are actually going to partner him up or team him up with Barong, what's gonna happen? Barong is actually going to provide him the shield. He's also gonna provide him the heals, and he's also gonna provide that first skill cooldown really fast, okay? And like, he is gonna really allow this character to become really OP unit indeed, okay? And he can definitely move into the SS tier as well with that Barong being around, okay? I'm like, that's really great. But how about himself? So definitely he's already a S tier unit. If you guys really do think that he's a SS tier unit, please let me know in the comment section below, right? Please, 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 please vote. All right. Give me your feedbacks. Next skill is going to be the sub-skill number 1. That's going to be the Shield Strike. It says passive number 1. It's a physical type attack. Falls 3 enemies within the range and attacks with 56,977 attack when attacking a yokai burn with basic attack. Okay, so there we go, guys. He's obviously going to fall those 3 enemies automatically. I mean, like, that's going to be it. And if there is a yokai born unit, then he's actually going to deal some really good amount of damage with this basic attack. That's that. In addition, deals additional damage equivalent to 20% of the max HP to the yokai born enemies. Okay, so there are really pesky yokai born units like, let's say, Kongsi, Dracula. Okay, so this kind of units can actually really tank a lot of damage and really do some lot of damage to you guys. And in that case, if you really want to just get rid of them really fast, right, have this guy around. He's actually going to just do some really good little thing to them. All right, 20%. Holy crap, that's a lot, guys. That's a lot. Wow, like, that's a lot. Okay, so now let's move on to the next skill. That's going to be the defensive posture. This is also really awesome. Super skill, sub skill number 2, a passive. Increases the defense by 2,196 for every one of allies and becomes invincible for 10 seconds. He's going to increase the defense of the allies, whereas for himself is going to be in the invincible mode for 10 seconds when HP is below 20%. So if his HP goes below 20%, he's actually going to provide some really good breathing space for the allies, okay, increasing their defense and providing the invincibility for himself as well. So within that 10 seconds, if you can actually recover yourself back, that would be so good, isn't it? Okay, I mean, like, that's gonna be like some breathing space right over there, which is so good. But it has a cooldown of 120 seconds, so okay, this thing right over here is obviously going to be of great use, especially if we are fighting the elite battles, maybe even in the Dasudo and in the arena content as well, especially if you are fighting against very powerful allies. Okay, I mean, like, opponents, and your allies getting like that kind of like extra defense and making himself invincible as well for that certain period of time. It can just turn the tides of the battle. Okay, and that's what I think. Being able to fall like 3 enemies regularly, that is so cool, so cool. It has only a cooldown of 16 seconds. Yes, every 16 seconds is actually going to fall 3 enemies and attack 1 unit. So a total of 4 enemies actually are going to be inflicted with this one, which is so good, so good. Why not actually look into the skill preview? So with all those things being around, being able to fall opponents, obviously is going to have a very good viability in the arena contents, right? That's super definitely awesome. And I think he's actually going to partner up very awesome with the Barong. If you have Barong and somehow you manage to pull this guy, that's going to be so good, guys. Okay, so let's look into his first skill. That's going to be this one right over here. He's actually going to pull like 4 nearby allies to like enemies to himself. Just look at that. Yes. Okay. Oh, what just happened? What just happened? Okay, so there we go. That was his like passive skill number 1. Hey. Yeah, he pulled them, right? He pulled them, yeah. Let's look into this one right over here. Let's do it. Okay, I think we just really don't need to look into that one. So right over there, look at that, okay? He actually draw the opponents to himself, okay, near. So right over there, look at that, okay? So he did that, and with his second skill, he's actually going to provide really good defense to his ally, who has the lowest HP ratio, and he's also going to be immune to any sort of like physical damage. Okay, a 100% resistance to physical damage. And when he's going to actually go into the yokai mode, well, sorry about that one. I think we will need very camera actions for that one, right? Yes, look into that one. That's gonna be his animation for the spiritualization. I mean, like, you know, the fusion. And his fusion unit is actually going to deal some really good damage as well. All right, that's that, guys. And well, you can see that. Okay, so yeah, he actually can pull them together as well. Sub skill right over there. So that's that. Oh yes. And that's that, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button to keep on enjoying the contents of my channel. See you guys in the next video.